And a look high above the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, just miles away from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the site of this Week 8 matchup between the Florida Storm hosting the Houston Headhunters. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. It's Chris Curtis. It's Jay Hayden for the first time ever in the booth together. Welcome in, sir. We've got a good one between two teams, just one game apart in record, but talent-wise, there's plenty of it on both sides of the field.
Yeah, that there is. You're talking about history. You know, you've got one team in Florida, three straight, as a matter of fact, SFL titles a few seasons back. You're talking about a team in Houston, you know, whenever they were the Hyenas who went to an SFL championship game. So these teams know how to win. They know how to get to the playoffs. They've had success in the past. And even, you know, speaking in this season in particular, you know, you're talking about two teams that got a shot to make a run deep in the playoffs. Florida coming off of a win against Atlanta, Houston coming off of a loss against Arizona, but I'm sure they're looking to turn that around here in Week 8.
You talk about history. How about some Hall of Famers? One on Houston's side, that's DR Sim, their lead wideout, and then on the Florida side, Ron Cochran, and of course Alex Dominguez on the other side of the ball. 3 total Hall of Famers in this game. It's Houston. It's Florida. Your kickoff is next. Just about ready for football. Week 8, the Sunday slate in full swing, and it is going to be the Storm that gets the ball first from the eye as we get things underway. We'll get to take a look at that Florida offense led by Ron Cochran here in a moment. But for the moment, we take a look at Art Vandelay, who's back deep for the return. Ball is on the tee, it's up in the air, and we are underway in this matchup from the 2. It's Vandelay. He's going to bring it out to the 20. He gets stopped just at the 20. They'll give him the 22, and that is where this first drive of the game will start. Florida in their alternate grays, Houston in the whites, and as the away team in this one. Houston, Jay, lost a heartbreaker to Arizona, where Arizona had to come back from not scoring a point in the first half to win that game, and Florida coming off a win.
Yeah, they are. And again, I'm looking forward to seeing what these two teams are going to do this week as far as adjustments are concerned.
Nobody in the backfield. Cochran throws early, and that is incomplete. Nothing doing on the short inside slant, and that'll be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, Houston coming out in that dime defense on the first play of the game. A little surprising to me to see Florida actually coming out without their reigning MVP, Bullet Boletsky, on the first play. Maybe just to throw that Houston defense off guard a little bit on the first play.
It very well could be. Yeah, we know what Boletsky can do, the reigning MVP. In the split backs is Florida. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Ready to go for 2nd down. Handoff, and that is going nowhere. 3rd and 10 is the rushing attack. Attack falls short. Bullet Boletsky, his first carry, goes nowhere.
Yeah, maybe that's why they didn't come out with a bullet on the first play, losing yards there on the first play of the game. Just a great play from that Houston defensive line.
See what they can do on 3rd down. Gun straight look for Cochran. Looking to throw it. Southpaw takes a gander, looks left, throws left, and that is tipped and incomplete. Very good work by the secondary for Houston to knock that ball away. And we have 4th down, a quick 3 and out for Florida.
Hey, Chris, you know something that you can't teach? You can't teach height. And I think it helps out Corey Maynor there a little bit, being 6'4", 220 pounds as a cornerback. He's able to leap as high as he wants to get his hand on the ball there, and it really helped him out, because otherwise that may be a touchdown for Florida.
Part of an underrated secondary for Houston so far this season. Corey Maynor been very good in that spot. And it's going to be a kick up in the air off the punt. Back deep, Greg Corky for the return. He will have it, attempt a spin, and he will be taken down. 1st and 10 for the Headhunters as they start off this drive. Dave Burr out on the field. He will be flanked immediately by G.P. Wells, their main halfback, and John McCool may get some touches as well, as they like to keep him involved. But DR Sim, the main feature of this wide receiving tandem for the Headhunters, and they'll start off in the offset eye. Burr looks, throws deep, right side. That one's caught well past the 1st down marker and into Florida territory, down to the 37-yard line. Great looking throw on 1st down, gets them into Florida territory early.
Absolutely beautiful throw there from the season 17 All-Star and Dave Burr finding his wide receiver Greg Corky there down the field. Great pass. Put the ball where only his wide receiver is going to be able to get it. That was a great job.
And now a gun straight look for Dave Burr on first down. Looking to throw it. Quick drop back. Looks, throws, left side. That one's caught and short of the first down, but does not matter. That is still a very good first down play for DR Sim. We have a Hall of Famer citing 7-yard completion.
Yeah, that we do. We're seeing already Dave Burrs looks like he's going to want to hit as many of his weapons as he possibly can, as early as he can. I don't blame him. He's got many to choose from.
In the gun. That's Wells to his left. Thrown over the middle. That is caught down towards the 10 to the 9-yard line, and immediately DR Sim has 2 catches on 2 targets, and they're in the red zone.
Hey, when you've got a Hall of Famer on your team and at your disposal, you're going to want to try to get it to him as often as you can. There are 2 plays in a row. He gets the ball to number 80. And if you get the ball anywhere near him, DR Sim is going to catch that ball more often than not.
Off to a fantastic start is Houston. Dave Burr 3 for 3 on this drive. He's in the split backs. Looking to throw it. Plenty of time to the outside. Get Wells in the open field. Tries to spin, but he's going to get taken down. Real good discipline on the tackle there at the second level. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and something you're talking about can't teach. You can't teach experience. Ryan Davison, his 10th season in the SFL, all with Florida there, wasn't falling for that spin move.
He's seen a lot of those. No doubt about that. Power eye look. Through the middle. That's GP Wells to the end zone, and he's in. That is a touchdown for Houston on their first drive of the game. They march down the field and get points.
Chris, that was an impressive first drive from the Houston Headhunters there. Let's watch this replay. Look at the blocking from this offensive line. The hole is wide open there for GP Wells. The only thing he needs to do at the very end, and really didn't need to do it, was make that little juke move at the goal line. I think he just did that for style points more than anything. But that was an impressive drive for Houston there. Great job.
Capping off a 5-play, 61-yard effort for Houston in their first drive of the ball game. Ends up in a GP Wells touchdown. Real good start for the Headhunters as Sonny J looks to add on the extra point. Kick is up, and it is on the way. It is through. So 7-0 advantage for the Headhunters. If you're new to the SFL, Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. We put the fan in fantasy. Back deep is Art Vandelay as we repeat the opening kick one more time, this time giving Houston a 7-0 handicap off their nice drive. Vandelay from his own 2. Out to the 20. He will try to burrow his way through when he'll get taken down again at about the 22. Ron Cochran's second drive. They went 0 yards in 3 plays and then a punt on their first effort, and they'll look to try to fix things here.
Yeah, they will. I mean, again, this isn't the way Florida wants to start this game by any means, defensively or offensively. Let's see what adjustments they make here on the second drive.
Split backs, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for Florida. Cochran will throw. Throws over the middle. That one's a lunging catch, I should say, and a first down and more. Shy of the midfield marker, Ron Cochran finds his seam over the middle.
Yeah, we're talking about adjustments. This season 16 All-Star, actually 4-time All-Star, and Ron Cochran, finds his wide receiver E.J. Minson there. An incredible route really ran by E.J. Minson on that little post route. Great job from Florida. I guess that's going to be the adjustments that they're going to try to make. Try to find those open spaces on those passing plays.
First completion of the game for Cochran so far in this one. Good for 21 yards, and they're on the offset eye on first down. From their own 44-yard line, Cochran throws. That's over the middle, and intended target didn't quite get their hands on it. There is a flag down, and we'll see where that goes.
Pass interference, number 52.
Okay, looks like a DPI call on the linebacker for Houston. That's not what they want to see. It's going to end up in a first down for Florida, I do believe.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the case there. Jason Peace, who's an incredible linebacker. His rookie season, out of Albuquerque, just coming off of an SFL championship just a season ago. But incredible defensive player. Just got a little bit excited there holding the receiver on that play.
And that was Ron Haynes who he interfered with to get that DPI call. Offset eye is the look, and a handoff to Boletsky. He's going to try to get to the open field, but well read by the defense for Houston. The run blitz is going to get him and take him down. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Isabella Blackwell there making the play in the backfield. That was a great tackle and great read there from that defense. Getting to Bullet Boletsky. They're doing a great job kind of keeping him under wraps, albeit early in the ball game.
In the gun, Cochran, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw it, plenty of time. Thrown over the middle. That one is caught. First down and more into Houston territory. Well into Houston territory. Exactly what the doctor ordered for Art Vandelay, his first grab.
Chris, I have absolutely no idea how in the world this ball got to Art Vandelay here. There were 2 or 3 Houston players there. Look how beautiful that pass is. I mean, he threw it right behind the Houston defender, and Art Vandelay was just able to get his hands on the ball just in the nick of time to get that pass there. But I guess whenever you've been in the league as long as Ron Cochran has, you're able to make those passes.
You got to pass somebody open. Great spin by Vandelay after the catch as well. 1st and 10. Under center, Cochran backs it up, throws to the outside, caught. Quick 5-yard completion turns into more, and they will give him 9 as Minson steps out of bounds. Good pitch and catch for 9 yards, 2nd and short.
Yeah, Chris, that was a beautiful little spot route there, ran from E.J. Minson, and we'll see him do that a few times throughout the course of this ball game. It throws that defensive back off a good bit whenever they run inside and then adjust their weight and adjust their momentum back outside the way that they do on that play.
Offset eye again on 2nd down. Cochran backs up, throws, tipped in, incomplete. 3 headhunters in the area, and eventually that ball will hit the turf. It is 3rd down and short coming up.
3-season vet Zed Markov there just read the quarterback's eyes, gets his hand on the ball, knocks it down to the turf, making sure that no Florida offensive player is able to get his hands on the ball. It's great defense there from Houston.
I'll say this 10 times fast. Zed Markov, the play on Veridin Zarkov, the tight end there. And this will be offset eye. Handoff Boletsky, trying to get the first down. Does. Just past the first down marker. He's taken down. Both of these teams struggle in 3rd down offense. First team to dominate, I think, Jay, has a chance to make a statement in this game, and Florida does a good job there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that one. I got to give credit there to Keenan Samuels. If he doesn't make that tackle, I think Bullet Boletsky's probably running another 20 or 30 yards down the field. Nonetheless, first down, Florida.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Single right formation for the Storm. That's going to be to the left. Caught just shy of the first down marker. I thought they would have given it to him very close, but either way, Vandelay brings it down. It's a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, it was a great pass, as usual, from Ron Cochran. The thing I'm noticing here from Houston, however, is that they feel very confident with that bump coverage, no matter what formation they're coming out in. Here, they're actually bringing those defensive backs back, but a lot of times, we got a penalty here.
Yep, this is a free play, and it's not going to matter. I don't think he got the first down, but they're going to probably end up giving it to him anyway on that first down. And there we go. So a flag on the play. We'll see what R62 has. Okay, so the Storm are going to take that penalty. They will it'll give them a chance to get further downfield, and they'll take the 5 yards to give them the first down.
Yeah, they're not looking for any more of those boneheaded penalties there. But again, the thing I'm noticing is Houston, they're playing a lot of that bump coverage. We'll see if it comes back to bite them, as this game moves along.
3 to the right and 1 to the left. Cochran looking to punch it in from their own 10. Or not from the 10, sorry, the 14. Looking to throw. Cochran, plenty of time in that pocket. It holds well. Thrown and caught somehow. Linebacker was right there. Didn't make a play on the ball. They'll take the completion. 2nd and 1. And that, I can't understand how that got there.
Well, Chris, the only thing that I can attribute that to is 11-season vet outsmarting the rookie there. I think that's all it was. That was a beautiful pass from Ron Cochran.
Looking to throw it. Top corner of the end zone. That one is caught, and it's a touchdown. It's E.J. Minson as the Storm come back to likely tie it up.
Yeah, Chris, he said one beautiful pass deserves another there. So back-to-back incredible passes from Ron Cochran. But the reality is there's nobody anywhere close to E.J. Minson there to be able to stop him from getting 6 points on that play. Beautiful little corner route there from E.J. Minson. Touchdown, Florida. That's exactly what they needed on this drive.
Yeah, that's perfectly done. And the nice long drive that caps off a gorgeous 11-play, 68-yard effort from the Florida Storm offense on this one. Been much different to their 3-and-out to start this game. Doesn't need a drive to get warmed up. No problem. Kick up and on the way from Ethan Sneed is up, and it is through. And we are 7-all in this first quarter. The SFL weekly fantasy contest is officially up and running. Think you can draft the best team every week while staying under the salary cap? Or maybe you just want to enhance your SFL experience. Free to play, no season-long commitment, and a new contest opens every week on Tuesday night. Join now and show off your fantasy skills to the rest of the league. Contact Jack Wall, Stephen Hacker, or Hunter Norwood to join today. Ball's on the tee at the 30. Sneed about to put it up in the air. Greg Corky back deep for the return. He will have it from the goal line. He brings it out. The 15 left at the 20, and he's going to be taken down at the 20-yard line. And Dave Burr and company will bring themselves back out. They had a 5-play drive that ended in a GP Wells touchdown a drive ago. They'll try to mimic that, or maybe do something a little different. DR Sim and Greg Corky remain standouts in that first drive. Look for more of them on this one. Single back. Burr is under center. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Throws, and it's tipped and nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. And I bet you that is Davidson, I believe, who wanted it and nearly got it.
Yeah, it's actually Evan Carroll there on that play. It almost got the interception. But I was going to mention from the previous drive, Dave Burr went 4 for 4 on those 5 plays that you mentioned. I mean, they passed the ball 4 times. He did an incredible job. That's the first time he had kind of an errant pass there, and it almost cost him the drive.
Evan Carroll with an interception in their win last week at Atlanta. Nearly got one here as well. 2nd and 10. 2 in the backfield. Far formation look from Houston. Looking to throw it. Throws right side. That one's caught trying to turn it upfield and not able to do so, but able to get 9 yards out of it. 3rd and 1 coming up. Mike St. Green's sighting on the top of your screen. Some good work from Mike St. Green to be able to bring that one down. Chance for Dave Burr and company to get a 3rd and short. Again, both these teams, they have struggled on 3rd down offense, but they've also struggled on 3rd down defense collectively as well. Offset eye. Handoff. GP Wells got a 1st down and more. He's going to get a couple yards past to about the 39-yard line, and that'll get them a 1st and 10 for Houston as they move the chains.
Yeah, once again, as we're seeing that offensive line for the Houston Headhunters, they're opening up a hole there for GP Wells. He's not the biggest running back in the world, so he doesn't need the biggest hole. But once he gets through it, man, he's got some of the most speed, some of the most electric speed we've got in the SFL.
2 to the left, 1 to the right for Dave Burr. Going to try to make something happen here. Looking to throw it over the middle. That one's tipped and probably should have been picked 3 different times. Plinko nearly cost the Headhunters as Greg Corky hit his hands, but he couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, I have no idea how that pass there wasn't intercepted. That's the kind of tip drill that you're looking for. And if you're in practice, you practice those tip drills as a defensive back there. I mean, the ball was right in the defender's hands. I'm sure he wants that back.
3 to the left, 1 to the right for Houston. Handoff. Wells going to try to break this tackle. He's going to get taken down behind the line. Big stop there. Sets up a 3rd down and long. And Florida faithful love it in the stands.
Adam Jones, 5th season in the SFL. Their great tackle in the backfield there from Adam Jones. They came out in that dime defense expecting a pass. Adam Jones was just able to make that tackle nonetheless.
Big TFL for him. Single right formation. 3 to the right, 1 to the left for Burr. See what they have for us on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Throws left side. That is tipped. Nope, actually not even tipped, just incomplete. A dropped ball. Either way, wouldn't have been enough for the first down, and the Headhunters will punt it away and give Florida back the football in full momentum.
Yeah, what we just saw there is about as close as we'll get to seeing, let's say a unicorn. You're never going to see DR Sims. If he gets his hands on the ball, he's going to catch that football. But what we just saw there is something you just don't ever see.
Yeah, he'll definitely be kicking himself on the sideline for that. Hall of Famer does not take lightly the mistakes mistakes like that from himself. This will be returned by Vandelay. He's going to juke left. He'll get a couple yards back on the return. Not bad in a punting situation, and they'll have it at the 39-yard line as Florida takes back over.
Yeah, let's see what Florida does here. Had an incredible drive on that last drive here. Not bad field position starting at their own 39-yard line here. So, let's see if they try to come back out and pass the ball on Houston like they did on that last drive.
E.J. Minson, Art Vandelay, your main 2 targets on the last drive. See if we see more of that on this one. Cochran to throw. Throws right, puts it in Bolesky's hands. Bolesky spin past 1, tries to spin past 3, and he's going to get taken down. A 9-yard gain on first down. That's what they love to see. First play of the drive, get themselves yards, and set up 2nd and 3rd and short.
Yeah, you said that perfectly, Chris. There he gets the ball out in open space, makes a spin move, and has Kai Cash grasping for air on that play. Great job.
Our I formation for Florida. Looks like Houston trying to send some extra help, and they do. And losing yards, actually going to gain nothing and lose nothing. Either way, perfectly done to take down Bolesky before the first down marker. And I don't think he gets any better than that from KT Slayer.
Yeah, KT Slayer, 6'6", 295 pounds. Probably going to call the name of KT Slayer more than just on that play.
Offset I. 3rd down coming. 4-3 look from Houston. Handoff. Bolesky's going to be in trouble. Going to try to cut it back inside. He's not going to get there. Loses a couple of yards. And don't look now. 4th down coming and a couple of back-to-back 3-and-outs from each offense.
Yeah, Chris, I don't believe I can overstate how impressed I am with this Houston defensive line. Really, this front 7, front 8, how they've kept Bullet Bolesky under wraps. I mean, he's able to make plays like nobody's business, but they've really been able to contain him here early in the ballgame.
And that'll be returnable from the 10 to the 19-yard line. Good look from Greg Corky on the return there. You say that. And it was Bolesky who got the early 9 yards on the quick little pass out to the flat. But then Houston did not concede that first down. They just let Florida have all of their defensive line ability, and it ended up stopping them from gaining that yard.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're right about that. He was able to get it in the pass game, but as far as in a run game, they've done a great job.
Split backs for Burr. 4-3 look from Florida this time. Backs it up. Burr, 5-step drop in the pocket. Then he's in trouble, but he's going to get taken down. He did get the ball away before getting hit. Thomas on the play to take him out, and it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he got rid of the ball there just in the nick of time there. Otherwise, that would have been about a 5 or 6 yard loss for this Houston offense. And what we call that is the coverage, really, almost a coverage sack. Before for them, it wasn't.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it to the outside. Has Wells. Wells in trouble, though. He's going to get taken down. Loss of 2. TFL again from the Houston second level, or from the Florida second level. Houston's in some trouble, 3rd and long.
Yeah, you're right. Great tackle there from Aaron Gooden there in the backfield. I mean, these defenses are really stepping up here. Granted, both teams have a touchdown here in the first quarter, but maybe they've had enough. Maybe they figured out what these offenses are doing, and it's showing here on these drives.
Gun straight. Dave Burr ready to let him have it on 3rd down. Needs 12. Throws for more. Got him over the middle of the field at about the 40-yard line. He's going to bring that one in. What a throw. Greg Corky brings in a fastball to give him a first down.
Yeah, Chris, forget everything I just said about the defenses figuring out what the offenses are doing there, because that was a beautiful pass there from Dave Burr to Greg Corky. Yeah, you figured out what we're doing. Now don't worry about it. We're going to try something different. and we're going to find our wide receivers on a post route. Great job.
Both teams been vulnerable over the middle of the field on defense in this game. Burr in the pocket, tries to throw on the run, sets up a little toss play, and going nowhere is going to be the target of that toss play, as that is going to be a 2nd and 11 coming up.
A great job from that defense, just swarming to the ball there.
And that is going to get us to the end of the first quarter. 7-7, Headhunters and Storm in the eye, making Week 8 very competitive so far for both these teams. It's the SFL on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Chris Curtis and Jay Hayden in the broadcast booth with you. Thanks for hanging out with us, and hopefully you are having a great day as well as we get things going again in this second quarter. That was John McCool, the catch on the little toss play. Burr, oh no, ball's on the ground. It's going to be recovered by Houston, or so it would seem. I think he got it knocked out possibly by his own team, or just a little bit of butterfingers on the part of Dave Burr.
Yeah, Buford justice there for this Houston offensive line. Just saved this drive after that fumble.
3rd down. It's not saved yet. 3rd and long. Burr turns, throws, and it's short of the 1st down, but a great-looking catch. Mike St. Green has it, but he was stopped just shy of that yellow line.
Just shy indeed. Great tackle there from Andrew Francis. They're just knocking him out as soon as he gets to the line. I'm interested to see if they're going to try to challenge this here. It doesn't look like they are.
I mean, they could, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point. They are looking at possibly lining up on offense. It's a heavy set look against a heavy set look on defense. I formation for Houston. I like this call if they do it. Burr under center. Letting the time tick down.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're going to, Chris.
Yeah, not going to happen. They're not going to jump offside on this play. Timeout taken by Houston. Punt coming to give Florida back the football.
Yeah, and I don't mind that you're trying to get the defense to jump off sides as long as you're doing it earlier on in the ball game. Now, to be honest with you, the gambler in me would definitely have gone for it there. If you're at midfield, same. 4th and inches, I'm going to try that just to see what happens. Worst case scenario, Florida has the ball 50 yards to go. And as well as my defense has been playing, I'm going to trust my defense to get us the ball back.
Yep, that's definitely the gambler's mentality, but I like it. The odds, may the odds be ever in your favor at that point. Punt coming, though, as they will give the ball back to Florida. Art Vandelay back deep for the return. And Houston content to play the field position battle at this point in the ball game. Fair catch called for at about the 15-yard line, and that is where the Storm will start this next drive. The SFL Network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, the SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android or iPhone, or on your TV through Roku, Amazon Fire, Vizio, and more. The SFL Network, where SFL creators come together. Ron Cochran, after a 3-and-out drive last time, looking to make something happen. Over the middle of the field, tipped and incomplete. Nothing happening there. The secondary for Houston, Kai Cash, comes up to make the play.
Yeah, Chris, what we don't want to do there is throw the ball into an area where there's about 12 or 13 jerseys that aren't the same color as mine. I'd much rather throw the ball into a space where, I see my receiver or my skill player, and it's more likely he'll catch the ball rather than the defenders. That's just a bad pass there.
Developing story out in San Diego. Atlanta and San Diego having a seesaw battle out there in the third quarter. San Diego was up 17-10. And then all of a sudden now it's 2017 Atlanta. We'll be watching that game along with the rest of the slate for Sunday. That one is short, as that will end up being a 3rd and 7 for the Storm coming up here.
Yeah, again, I'm just impressed with this Houston defense here. 3rd and 7. Let's see what Florida does here to try to get these 7 yards.
We got plenty of plays in the playbook from this distance. Going straight look from Cochran. And a man look on defense. Looks to throw. Deep left side. That one is caught. Down shy of the 50-yard line. And Florida moves the ball to the left side of the field. It's E.J. Minson out there.
And the thing that's so interesting to me, Chris, is it seems like the momentum on both of these drives, back-to-back drives, one for Houston, one for Florida, it seems like the momentum is on the side of the defense. And then all of a sudden there's this massive play that just comes out of nowhere. But the drive still stalled. Let's see if that ends up being the case here for Florida.
32-yard completion from Cochran to Minson on that ball. 1st and 10. Handoff Boletsky. Going to try to spin past one. Tries to work past a second, but it's not going to work. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. You know who we haven't seen so far for Florida is Stephen Bush. We have not seen him one lick in this game. No targets, no receptions for him. And look to see how long that takes to get going.
Yeah, I'm certain that'll change before this ball game's over.
He's been fairly good. 5 receptions last week, 32 yards. So not a lot in the yards department, but he did have 5 completions there. That is caught over the first down marker, and Florida moving the ball inside of the 40 to the 37-yard line. And that is good work from Cochran to find the play over the middle again.
Hey, Chris, I'm going to need the Powerball of Mega Million numbers from you because he just found Stephen Bush there on that last play. So, yeah,
Tell you
I don't know what you
if
know,
I have
man,
him, I'll give it to you.
There you go. There you go. Great pass.
First catch for Stephen Bush on his first target. Handoff. Boletsky trying to find his way through the middle. Breaks through 1, can't break through 3. And he'll get taken down. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Storm. And they believe they are in field goal range at this point.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know if
offset eye look for Florida. On the 4-3 from Houston. Boletsky, first down. No, he's short. 4th and inches. No, 3rd and inches. Apologies. That was second and 3. Either way, not enough on the yardage to get them the first. 3rd and inches coming up as Boletsky tried. Chance for Florida to make a play here. 3rd and inches. They are in plenty of range for Ethan Snead. Handoff. Boletsky. First down. He's got it. First down and more as he gets all the way down to about the 26-yard line. 25 is what they'll give him. And it's just outside the red zone for Florida. 1st and 10.
Again, Chris, he's just warming up here. Like that's all it feels like. It feels like Boletsky is just warming up as this game's going along.
1st and 10. 1 to the right. Offset eye. Looking to throw it. Thrown, caught, left side, 1st down and more. The stiff arm is really nice as well. That was J.W. Doyle over there who makes the play. 1st and 10.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, Chris. I believe that's the first time today that he's found J.W. Doyle there in that pass game. But that was a great job there. J.W. Doyle here in his 8th season in the SFL, 6th with Florida. Great job there.
All right. 1st and 10 as they have a chance to get the first or one more first down at the 1. A power eye look from Florida. Looking to throw it. Throws left side. Caught, but they are going to say incomplete as his feet were out of bounds. E.J. Minson couldn't get the footwork.
Yeah, and I think the only thing happened there is there's a beautiful job, beautiful play fake, but I think he held it just a little bit too long there, and unfortunately, it cost them the yardage on that play.
2nd and 10. 3 to the right. Looking to throw it. Cochran, plenty of time. It's going to collapse on him, though, when he's taken down. 3rd and long coming up as Florida backed up all the way to the 16-yard line. Great work by Houston's defensive line getting home. You've talked about them repeatedly today, and they make another play here.
Yeah, Alex Perez there getting past that offensive line and getting to run Cochran. And again, yes, you're right. This defensive line has been playing lights out so far.
3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Time over the middle. That one's caught. Touchdown on 3rd and long. It doesn't get any better than that. It's Stephen Bush, and Florida takes the lead.
Chris, what a pass. I'm at a loss for words right now. Run Cochran with that sidearm lefty pass there. Look at this replay. I mean, he finds him, and granted, it wasn't the tightest spiral I've ever seen in my life. But goodness gracious, his ability to be able to put the ball exactly where he wants to put the ball is just uncanny, man. Great job, great pass, great route there from Stephen Bush. Touchdown, Florida.
To be honest with you, that ball could go end over end 20 times like a punt. It does not matter. as long as it gets to where it needs to go and it gets caught.
Absolutely.
Extra point from Ethan Sneed is up, and it is through, and Florida has a 14-7 lead on the Headhunters. Florida right now in a divisional tie at 3-3, leading that division in the East, while the Headhunters are behind Mexico City right now by a full game. Houston at 4-2, Mexico City at 5-1. Going into this weekend, Mexico City won again as well. So Houston trying to keep pace. Houston is going to be getting this ball, though. Greg Corky at his own 5. Works it, breaks a tackle, spin pass, another. That was a good-looking return from Greg Corky. He's going to get out shy of the 30, and they'll start their drive there. Dave Burr back out of the field.
Yeah, that was very dangerous for the special teams for Florida. He's probably 1 or 2 tackles away there, or defenders, I should say, away from breaking that one, and that being a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Three to the left, 1 to the right. Dave Burr on first down. Looks to throw it. Plenty of time. Thrown left. Good looking ball. And it's going to end up with an 8-yard pass. That shout out to our statisticians, Rochelle Colston, Delaney Nash, today, as they are in the truck making us sound way smarter than we actually are. Thank you to you for being a part of this broadcast. And then obviously our producer extraordinaire, Cameron Irvine, hitting all the buttons and making us look better than we actually do. So there's that. In the gun. Looking to throw. Plenty of time, thrown into the flats. Put GT Wells in the open field, and he's got himself a first down as he gets taken out of bounds. But the damage done, they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and on that play, you see the acceleration and the speed that GP Wells has. I mean, if he's any slower, if he's just a millisecond slower, he doesn't get that first down. Great job there from GP Wells.
Heavy set I formation through the middle. GP Wells will get about 6 yards there. 2nd and 4. Stat of the day so far, that last drive from Florida took 4 minutes and 34 seconds off the game clock. That coming from Rochelle Colston. Thank you very much for that. That's awesome. 12 plays on that drive. That's the longest drive of the game play count-wise, as it was Houston who put up an 11-play drive together earlier. Single right. Looking to throw. Burr over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Good work there. A couple of Storm players were after that one, including Alex Dominguez.
Yeah, I understand a lot of quarterbacks are going to trust their arm talent, but this isn't a defense that you want to take those kinds of chances on. Trying to, put not find a needle in a haystack, but thread the needle there is Dave Burr, but just not able to do it.
Under center, far formation look for Houston. Burr over the middle. That one is caught down the right side, actually, as that'll end up at the 30-yard line. Mike St. Green, I believe. No, actually, that is Greg Corky who comes up in the slot again with a really big play.
Yeah, Greg Corky. Let's check out this replay here. Florida looks like they're playing a cover 2 there, so it's all on the safety. Once he gets past that cornerback, the safety has to be the defender to make the play there. And he makes the tackle, but he makes the tackle after Houston gets the first down. Great play call there from Houston.
And Sonny J field goal range is where we are at. Houston trying to get themselves back into this game. It's only a 1-touchdown game so far. Put Wells in the open field one more time. He gets taken down. Attempts to spun too early. Gets absolutely throttled at the 29-yard line, and it is 2nd and 8.
One of the most terrifying defenders in general, let alone defensive backs, is Andrew Francis. If he gets a shoulder pad on you, look out. He may knock you out.
Like St. Green at the bottom of your screen, DR Sim top of your screen, offset I. That is a handoff and an immediate tackle for loss. Florida's defensive line gets home, and the takedown happens in real time. It is 3rd and long coming up.
Yeah, you're talking about somebody who can lay the wood. Ryan Tobin is going to fit in that category as well. 10th season in the SFL, all with Florida, and he makes the tackle there on GP Wells.
In the gun. By himself is Burr. Moves up in the pocket, pump fake, thrown short, incomplete. 4th down coming, and that is where they will likely have to lean on Sonny J for a long field goal attempt.
Yeah, Florida, they're just trusting their defense, putting them in a man situation there. Hey, you guard this receiver, and it's on you to make a play. And there they did just that, keeping them from getting the first down.
From the 31, this will be a 48-yard attempt from Sonny J. Right-footed kicker on the right hash. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. From 48 yards, knocked right through with very little doubt. Sonny J adds 3 points to the total for Houston. It's 14-10.
Yeah, Houston's going to take whatever points they can get. At this point, obviously they wish they could have gotten 6 with the extra point pending rather than just a field goal. But they'll take those 3 points here, especially with it being as early in the ball game as it is. Just a great kick there from Sonny J.
Defense is still playing well, all told, forcing long drives from the offense to be able to score points. And talking about both sides defense playing very well at this point. Ron Cochran back out on the field in just a moment, but first an Art Vandelay return from his own 2. Out to the 20, left at the 20, and he will attempt to break a tackle and get taken down there. So out come the Florida offense, led by, of course, Ron Cochran, who's had a pretty decent day so far, and Bullet Boletsky has yet to really find a big-time groove in this game, but you just have a feeling that something's going to be cooking for them in fairly short order. Cochran 12 for 17, a $149 through the air, and he's in the gun on first down. Has the football, looks to throw, right side, that one's caught, 5 yards and more, out to the sideline, and they'll give him 9, and that gets us to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left to halftime. It's a 14-10 Florida Storm lead over the Houston Headhunters. Now clutch time for Florida. They would love to get some points before this half, Jay. Offset eye look for Cochran. And a free play. Got to take advantage of this. Boletsky tries to get to the outside. Breaks through one. Breaks through another. He's going to step out of bounds. And I think they'll probably decline the penalty and take the yards gained by Bullet Boletsky.
If it was not for that momentum, Bullet Boletsky, no doubt in my mind, he would have gotten a touchdown just there.
Not exactly what the doctor ordered for Houston either, as they commit another penalty on their side. Boletsky has the yards, and he's got themselves moving into decent space. He also got out of bounds, which is important. They stop the clock and don't have to use the timeout.
Yeah, absolutely. Saving the timeout there. Great job.
1st and 10. Split backs. Look for Cochran. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw. Right side. That one's caught. About 5 yards on it. 2nd and 5 as he found his target. Good work for Art Vandelay, his 3rd catch.
Yeah, you see the brilliance not just on the field, but even in the coaching staff here with that play call, running out route. Time's a little low in this half. Let's get the ball out of bounds, as you mentioned earlier. Save us some time out. Save us some time to be able to drive down the field and potentially put more points on the board.
Offset eye look. 4-3 look from Houston. Looking to throw it to the flats they go. That is a first down, and then stepping out of bounds, which is important to stop the clock again. They move the chains and they get into Houston territory. It's J.W. Doyle.
Yeah, once again, you see the play call there. What's the objective? Get as many yards as you can, but make sure to get out of bounds. There looked like J.W. Doyle got a little greedy and wanted to get even more yards there, but even still, he was able to get out of bounds and stop the clock.
1st and 10 for the Storm. 2 to the right again. So yeah, a pretty heavy set look. This may look like a Boletsky run. We'll see if that's where they go. They do. Try to create a hole. Broken tackle. And another broken tackle. And how about Bullet Boletsky finds his way through to Pater and to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
And the thing about that play, Chris, is really Houston had the correct play call. Houston had their guys there to make the play in the backfield. Unfortunately for them, Bullet Boletsky decided he was getting into the end zone, and there was nothing Houston was going to be able to do about it. Look at all these broken tackles.
2 broken tackles. Yep, and one of them in the second level. Sheer force of will and determination from Bullet Boletsky has a touchdown for Florida, and they are likely to take a 2-possession lead. Actually, they have a 2-possession lead at the moment. So good work from Florida's offense as they are able to get the points they wanted to before this half comes to a close, as that closes out a 5-play, 76-yard drive from the Storm. Kick up and on the way from Ethan Sneed is good, and we're looking at a 21-10 output so far for this game, just shy of the first half being over.
And listen, Chris, we mentioned it earlier on this past drive. I mean, it was only a matter of time before Bullet was going to get loose. So it's not as if this is surprising by any means. Houston is just going to have to, no pun intended, ride the wave here, and try to make plays on their own offensive play. I mean, listen, they've got GP Wells, in their backfield. He can get down the field pretty quickly too.
Both these running backs basically spark plugs for the offenses, as Greg Corky will bring this back to about the 24-yard line. Here comes Houston as they try 1st and 10 to get themselves some points themselves before this half comes to a close. They have all 3 timeouts at their disposal. 2 timeouts at their disposal at the moment, as they took one earlier on an attempted offside bait, and they will get themselves started at the 24. In the offside eye, looking to throw it. 7-step drop, thrown left side and deep. That one should have been caught, and instead it goes through the hands of DR Sim, and he is livid at himself near the sideline.
As well he should be, Chris. The defensive back, they just misjudged it. And you do not want to misjudge a pass when DR Sims is the wide receiver that you're guarding. And he was just saved. Like, that's all there is to it. He was just saved on that play from DR Sims missing the ball.
Single right. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. 5-step drop. Left side this time. This one's caught just shy of midfield, as that one finds Greg Corky for his 4th catch of the ball game.
Yeah, Greg Corky's having one heck of a ball game here. 4 catches, 89 yards, and I don't think he's done yet. We're only in the first half.
Like a Joker's flip pair. Here comes the throw down the right sideline. It's caught. How about it? Mike St. Green picks up the slack and finds Houston a touchdown just before the end of the half.
Chris, they needed that touchdown. What you don't want is to come into Fort Lauderdale, Florida, playing the Florida Storm, and to get behind the way that it looks like they were going to get behind, because Florida had the momentum. There's no question about it. Bullet was getting loose. Ron Cochran is heating up. But now Houston, Dave Burr, Greg Corky, Mike St. Green, now they're starting to find their footing, making plays back-to-back the way they just did on that drive, and they get a touchdown. Very needed for Houston.
Beautiful, beautiful throw from Dave Burr. Finds the end zone for Houston one more time. And here come the Headhunters, as they're going to find themselves down 4, I should say, one more time. Florida was going to get this ball back, but it won't be a lot of time left. See if they can do something with it. But first, Sonny J's extra point attempt is up, and it is through. 21-17. Florida still holds the lead, and they're going to get the ball. Reminder that Houston's going to get the ball to start the second half. So whatever Florida wants to do here, whatever their goal may be, they're going to want to do it quick.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. That you think about that, they were just down by 11 points. If Florida doesn't put any points on the board here, Houston has a chance after this half to take the lead.
Kick is up and gone. Returnable. Out to the 5, to the 10, 15 at the 20, right through the middle at about the 23, or actually the 25-yard line is where they're going to mark him. So good work there on the return from Art Vandelay, and Ron Cochran back out. I fully expect just a steady diet probably of Bullet Boletsky, and then get him into the locker room.
Yeah, and we both know Bullet Boletsky isn't just one of those players that, hey, maybe he'll get a yard or two. We just saw a moment ago he got 45 yards. He could do it again.
Cochran under center, has the ball, throw right side, caught. First down and more, trying to get to the sideline, but he doesn't get there, and it will be a no-huddle situation for the Storm. Has everybody in place. Snaps the football, looks, throws, left side, and a one-handed grab. Chance for Boletsky. He's going to get taken down, and again, they'll go no huddle one more time. 7-yard completion there.
Yeah, if they want to put points on the board, though, they need to speed this up.
Has the football. Cochran in trouble. He's taken down. No huddle again, pretty quick. But either way, that's not going to be very beneficial to the Storm. Trouble brewing. They'll throw it over the middle. That one's caught, first down, and they turn it back around.
Yeah, it was a great pass there, but now I think they're going to have to rely on maybe a Hail Mary here because I think they're a little bit too far back to rely on the field goal attempt being this far away from the end zone.
They may try it. Ethan Snead does typically have the leg power to get there, but I think, yeah, I would tend to agree. The Hail Mary seems to be the right call. We'll see how they want to attack it. That is Cochran out on the field, and that is indeed what they're going to try. So get 4 out to the right, and the offensive line will try to give Cochran as much space and time as they can do. In the pocket, tries to move up. He's going to get taken down. Sack again by the Houston defensive line as they get home again this half.
Yeah, he tried to move up in the line there. KT Slater just wasn't having any of it. I mean, he just didn't see KT Slater coming. As soon as he decided to try to move up into the pocket, number 99 was right in his face.
KT Slater ends the first half in a positive note for Houston. It is the Storm with a 4-point advantage over the Houston Headhunters as we go to the locker rooms, as we go into this halftime break. And Jay, this is a pretty good looking game all told. Close in stats, turnovers are close, and I dare say that we're in for possibly a very special ending the way this one's shaping up.
Yeah, but Chris, did we expect anything less? I mean, again, you're talking about a Florida Storm and Houston Headhunter team. I mean, yeah, the name might be a little bit different, but we know what these organizations are about.
Yeah.
So there's no doubt this is going to be electrifying here in the second half.
I'll get to about the 16-yard line. 18 is what they'll give him, as Greg Corky will return it. So Houston starts off with the football and a chance to come all the way back to take the lead in this football game. At the very least, could get it within a point if they can't punch it in for the touchdown. So this becomes a pretty good defensive possession for Florida, as they would love to make sure that nothing is happening on the scoreboard on the Houston side. Burr is in the gun. That will be a handoff from the gun, and going nowhere is going to be GP Wells. I'll actually give him a yard, but that was generous, I feel like, as that'll be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and I think he just used a little bit too much of that shiftiness, a little bit too much of that agility. I think if he could have cut to the outside on that play, he'd probably get a few more yards as opposed to just one on that last play.
4-3 look again from Florida. Far formation look for Houston. Backing it up. 5-step drop, thrown right side towards the sideline. Mike St. Green brings that one in, 1st and 10, as he gets knocked out of bounds at about the 30.
Yeah, we were talking about players heating up. The player you do not want heating up is number 19 in white, Mike St. Green. Once he starts heating up, there's no chance for this defense to stop him.
1st and 10. Offset eye on the heavy set. Wells is back there. He's going to get the handoff on the stretch play. He gets taken down in the backfield. I think the lead defensive line attack is what got him taken down. Nothing doing there for Houston on the run.
Chris, I can't tell you how terrified I would be if I see number 20 for Florida heading my way. Full head of steam coming down with bad intentions. Andrew Francis is a monster in the defensive backfield.
In the gun. Looking to get the first down, but that throw is well short. They'll end up getting, I believe, about 6, but nothing more than that. It'll be 3rd down coming up, as they do find Isaiah King for the first time in this game. 3rd and medium, so plenty of plays in the playbook, at least from this distance.
Yeah, and I don't mind that play. Get a few yards here, and maybe they can get 6 yards to get the first down.
Same formation, empty gun play. Taking his time, reading the defense, looking to throw it. Throws right side, got to try to keep the footwork in, and it is caught. Not a first down, 4th down, as he was short of that yellow marker on the field. St. Green keeps the reception but stops the drive in its tracks.
Yeah, and that was just a little bit of a blunder there in terms of the route that was ran from Mike St. Green. I mean, any other time, that's a beautiful route. But on 3rd and 6, you want to get just past the markers there so you can get the first down. Unfortunately, he cut it a little bit short, and so they're going to have to punt it away.
4th and 1, we'll see what kind of field position the Storm are working with. Back deep is Vandelay for the return. He catches and tries to return it. Gets as far as the 30 and no farther than that. So 1st and 10 for Ron Cochran, first drive of this second half. He's been pretty decent, as has this Florida offense so far. 18 for 23, just shy of an 80% completion percentage with 205 through the air. So that's a decent first half. 2 touchdowns to no interceptions. And that's, I mean, a solid piece of work from the Hall of Fame. You'll have it under center in the split backs here. Pump fake, now throws. Over the middle, tipped, and probably should have been picked. It'll hit the ground. Nothing doing, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, as you were just mentioning that about Ron Cochran, the only thing that I was going to say is he's got to cut back on some of these gambling throws that he's been making here. I know he trusts his arm talent, and he's shown in the past over 11 seasons that he's able to make some of the most incredible passes, but it seems today he's been trusting his arm a little bit more than he should.
The SFL's version of Riverboat Ron. He's a bit of a gambler, no doubt about that, but he makes a payoff more often than not. That's Boletsky trying to break through, and more determination from him gets him another 4 yards there as he looked like he was stopped in his tracks. 3rd and 6 coming up.
Yeah, he just wasn't having it. And the thing that's interesting, Chris, is the man is 6'2". He's not the biggest running back in the SFL, but he has some of the strongest legs, and we've seen it a few times in this game.
In the gun. One to the right is Boletsky. Time over the middle, caught. Very good post route run to get them the first down into triple coverage, but they find the target, 1st and 10.
Yeah, you're talking about blundering. That was just a blunder there from this Houston defense. They came out in a nickel defense. Unfortunately, the nickel back was on the wrong side of the field. He needed to be on the side where the slot receiver was. He wasn't, and that cost him on that play.
The veteran Cochran takes full advantage, knowing exactly what you're talking about there. 4 and 3. Defense for Houston. There'll be a run for Boletsky trying to get through the bounding headhunters right to him. And he'll get himself 5 yards, 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and I know he's already had a massive run already in this game, but they're going to have to slow some of this stuff down from Bullet because he's having 5 yard, 7 yard runs here. They're going to need to cut back on that if they want to stay in this ball game.
In the gun, 2 to the right. Play action. Heaves it deep over the middle. Needs it, and he got it. Just shy of the 20-yard line. The roll took him to the 18. 1st and 10 inside the red zone for Florida.
Yeah, you want to know why he trusts his arm? Because he can make those kinds of passes. I mean, when you got a tight end like Verdon Zarkov, there's no doubt you're going to be able to find him. No question. He's going to get open more times than not. But that was just a beautiful dime there from Ron Cochran finding his tight end.
Good look, and they go to the power I formation. Last time they were in this, it was a run to Boletsky. See if they go there again. It will be through the middle. Going to try to break another one. He's got himself 3 yards there, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, 3 yards. And listen, am I expecting them to tackle him in the backfield every single time? Probably not. This Houston defense and Houston coaching staff probably is, but, it's going to be tough sledding if he can get 3, 4, 5 yards to play.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it, 5-step drop, throws, end zone! That is picked off! Back the other way and tackled in the end zone as they will have it at the 20-yard line. It's Josh Rowe coming up with the interception in the end zone.
Yeah, and something we haven't mentioned all game, I guess, because he hasn't really made a ton of plays. Josh Rowe, one of the best defensive backs in the entire SFL there, finally getting an interception, and it was only a matter of time, especially with Ron Cochran, again, making some of those passes or attempting some of those passes that he had been attempting within this ball game. And finally on that play, Josh Rowe just takes advantage of it.
And a new lease on life for Houston as they come out down 4. They have a chance to walk it down and take the lead one more time. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Burr is under center. He backs it up. 5-step drop over the middle. That one's tipped and nearly incomplete, or nearly intercepted anyway. Back the other way just about. It'll fall incomplete.
Adrian Blaine, she's going to make a ton of plays there in the defensive backfield as well. I don't know, Chris. I don't know if they're just trying to throw the ball to the other team at this point. But some of these passes, they probably need to cut back on. If they need to throw, screen plays, maybe they need to stick with that for a little while.
I mean, if anything, put a little more loft underneath it. You had a chance over the top there. Burr, 7-step drop. Deep over the middle. That one's tipped and nearly intercepted as well. Another criminally underthrown ball. It will hit the turf. 3rd down and long coming up.
Ryan Davidson there, almost getting the interception, tipping the ball as well. Again, I understand the confidence from these quarterbacks, but these are passes that you just cannot make if you want to give your team a chance to win the ball game.
It's a shootout in Fort Lauderdale. That's what it seems like to me. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Try to make sense of it here. Thrown deep right side again. Tipped again. And incomplete. Another one that maybe had interception written on it. Greg Corky, your intended target. Davidson knocks it down. And a punt coming.
I think that's just a drive there that they're just going to have to pretend just didn't happen, because they got the interception. They were able to stall the drive for the Florida Storm or completely stop the drive for the Florida Storm, but they weren't able to do anything with it. I mean, they got no yards at all. Just a bunch of tip passes and almost interceptions. They just need to forget that ever happened.
Kick is up and gone. End over end, and it will be fair caught just shy of the 50-yard line. So great field position for Florida as they will attempt to add on to this shaky, I'd say, 4-point lead for the Florida Storm at the moment. Chris Curtis, Jay Hayden with you. Week 8 of the SFL presented by APM Music. Been a good one so far. Only a 4-point ball game in Fort Lauderdale. As you look there at Kai Cash, he's been a playmaker all season long for Houston. He'd love nothing more than to make a play on this drive. 1st and 10 for Cochran and company. Play action, looking to throw it. Plenty of time right side. That one's caught. 1st down and a couple more. 1st and 10 as they will find themselves a new set of downs as E.J. Minson one more time.
Yeah, and on that play action play there, Chris, Ron Cochran was going to go to one of those out routes. He had 2 choices, an out route to the 2nd string tight end or an out route to E.J. Minson there, and E.J. Minson was wide open. I would take 83 every time.
First and 10. Handoff, left side, trying to break the tackle. Not going to work. He gets taken down after a 1-yard loss, and it's KT Slayer again on the stop. The SFL is partnered with Rare Drop and Rare Drop Sports to advance live events and distribution. Live and in-person championship weekends, rookie drafts, and community events are all in the works. Check out SFL regular season games on their Twitch channel every weekend, and follow Rare Drop Sports at twitch.tv/RD Sports. Cochran's in the gun again on the 2nd and long. Looking like a zone play for Houston. Over the middle, caught, and a diving attempt. That is the kind of yardage and the kind of effort you love to see from E.J. Minson, and something you get consistently from him every week at the 1st down.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But, Chris, one thing I want to mention, I absolutely appreciate the patience that Ron Cochran had there. He waited until his wide receiver got past the safety before he threw the ball. Great job there from the quarterback.
Heavy set look, looks like a Boletsky play. Might be a Doyle handoff as well. We'll see. Through the middle and a 5-yard gain with nothing more than that on the table. So that is Boletsky on the carry. 2nd and medium coming up.
Yeah, but they'll take those 5 yards. 5 yards here, 5 yards there. And before they know it, they'll be in the end zone dancing because they got another touchdown.
Long drives has been the name of the game, with the exception of the long strike to Mike St. Green at the end of the 1st half for both of these teams. 2 to the right. Play action. Cochran throws right side. That was nearly intercepted, and he'd still be running. Crazy good read on the pass. It is 3rd and 5 coming up.
Zed Markov there once again. They tried to go back to that out route, but he just reads it. I mean, Zed Markov knows exactly what they're doing, and he also knows that he has help on the back end, so he's not going to turn around and start running. He's going to be disciplined, stay in his zone, makes the play there, gets the pass deflection, And like you said, he almost got the interception. And if he would have, that easily would have been a pick six.
3rd and 5 as you take a look at Art Vandelay. Boletsky is the lone back, 3 to the left. Cochran, handoff, Boletsky, room to go, and he's going to get the first down well into field goal range at this point. And that actually probably could have been a run to the outside. He'd still would have gotten to the end zone.
Hey, Chris, I was just about to say the same exact thing. You watch this replay. He actually does Houston a favor. He cuts back there, and I'm thinking he cuts back because he thinks that the defender, Corey Maynard, was actually going to get loose from the wide receiver to the outside, trying to read him there. Unfortunately for him, he didn't, but fortunately, still, they got the first down.
Split backs. Cochran with 4 on the defensive line. Cochran's under center on this. Looks to throw. Throws quickly, and a quick-paced throw ends up a 6-yard gain, 2nd and 4.
And, Chris, that's something that you'll see Florida do a ton. They haven't done it a lot in this ball game. We've seen more 3-step, 5-step drops from this Florida offense, but something you see a lot from Florida over the seasons has been just that 1-step, step back, and pass the ball as quick as you can.
Power eye look again, this time on 2nd and medium. Handoff Boletsky. He's done this before. He is going to end up short of the first down marker, 3rd and inches, and that line's probably going to be green with how as close as the blue line is to the yellow line there.
Yeah, if he just would have put his head down there, he would have gotten the first down. But he's one of those backs that loves to shake the defenders, loves to spin. And again, he does have the power as well.
Split backs, heavy set. On 3rd and inches. They're going to try for it. They will get there. That's a 1st and goal situation now as they do get past the marker. Another move of the chains as J.W. Doyle gets a clutch yard.
Slow, methodical drive, as you mentioned. First down. They're 9 yards away here from putting 6 points on the board.
Speaking of 9, the 9th play of this drive was that last one. Number 10 is here. Boletsky gets taken down in the backfield. That's a crazy good 2nd level play. Keenan Samuels gets the takedown and stops him in his tracks.
Yeah, Keenan Samuels, his first season here in Houston, actually a former Baltimore Vulture, former SFL champion as well. He knows how to make those kinds of plays. He knows what to read whenever the offensive players, are going certain ways.
Under center. Cochran, pump fake, now throw. Corner of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Nothing doing. And nearly a big problem. Menor in the area for the stop.
Yeah, Menor in the area, but that play there actually was defended by, again, Keenan Samuels. I mean, he read the wide receiver, he read the play, he read exactly what they were doing there and almost came away with an interception.
2nd and goal. Looks to throw it. Short. Dropped it. On the ground it goes. And a mad scramble for the ball. I want to see who ended up on top of it. If this is Houston ball, that's big. And it looks like it might be. It is. Houston football. And I believe it might have been Blackwell who got the play in there.
No, I think it was recovered by Florida there, actually.
Oh, you're right.
Play.
Yeah, okay. It looked like it was Houston the way everybody was reacting. But either way, it is a Florida field goal attempt that'll put it back to a 7-point lead if they get it. Ethan Snead, middle of the hash marks from 22. Snap good, hold good, kick up and on the way. It's up and it's through. 22 yards gets them back to a 24-17 advantage and forces Houston to score a touchdown to tie it.
Yeah, and would Houston have preferred Florida to not get any points on the board? Absolutely. But they'll definitely take them only putting 3 more points on the board. Why? Because it stays a 1-possession game at this point. If Houston can get the ball down the field and forget again, let's not just throw the ball down the field, 30 yards and just see what happens. Methodical drives, see if they can put points on the board.
From 2 yards deep in the end zone, it is Greg Corky trying to find the lane, and he'll get taken down at about the 25-yard line. So here comes Dave Bird and company for another kick at the can, trying to get themselves tied up now as they lost out on 2 different chances to take the lead. Update in San Diego as the Mavericks are ahead of Atlanta now by 11 That is in the fourth quarter. That's shaping up to be more like an upset every second that ticks by in that one. But here in Fort Lauderdale, it's a free play. That's GP Wells on the run, and likely they will take the yard. They'll take the penalty, make it 1st and 5.
Yeah, I think Stephen Black just saved a touchdown there as well.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 52, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat.
So another one for the Florida linebacking core. Sets up a 1st and 5 situation for the Headhunters as they try to move it downfield.
Yeah, they don't need to give them any yards here. I mean, they don't need any help whatsoever trying to get yards. This offense, whenever it's clicking, can make plays by themselves.
And that's it for the end of the third frame as well. Put your 4s, your 86s, and your 12s up in chat if you please. 24-17, Florida on top of Houston with, one more quarter to go. Houston moving it down the field, or at least attempting to. They're at their own 31. Looking to throw. Arrow play is going to be over the middle, and that is incomplete. Mike St. Green, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. I think Florida just got away with a defensive pass interference on that play. Ryan Tobin was there trying to make a play, but I think he got there a little bit too early. And fortunately for Florida, maybe a little bit of home cooking in this situation.
Joker flip pair in the split backs. Looking to throw it. Throws right side. That one's caught. 1st down and more is going to get them out of bounds. 1st and 10, DR Sims sighting. First time we've called his name in a while, but he'll move the chains for Houston.
Yeah, but whenever you need a big play, who are they going to go to? They're either going to go to GP Wells. Well, now that I sit and think about it, they can go to GP Wells. They can go to Greg Corky. They can go to Mike St. Green. They got whatever options they want, but there they chose to go to DR Sims, and that was a great choice.
Single back look. Chance? No, taken down. Dave Burr is sacked. Big hit behind the line of scrimmage. Going to lose, I believe, 7. And here comes a 2nd and long play as Gerald Thomas gets in and makes the play.
Yeah, Gerald Thomas there, the non-contract defensive lineman, getting back there and making a play there. He just forces that offensive line at his wheel. I mean, he forced them back, got to the quarterback. Really, Dave Burr's got to get rid of the ball faster on that play.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Time, left side, caught by GP, but he's not going to go anywhere. Loses more yards, and a 3rd and a mile coming up.
Yeah, Aaron Gooden just read that play like a book there. As soon as GP Wells runs out to the backfield, or runs out to the flats rather, Aaron Gooden was following him and makes the play in the backfield. As you mentioned, 2 straight losses on back-to-back plays.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Looking to throw it. 7-step drop over the middle and deep. That's a lunging grab. First down and more. What a grab over the middle of the field. Has Houston set up perfectly as Isaiah King IV with his 2nd catch. And what a piece of art that was.
Isaiah King, the rookie out of Ottawa there, just laying out. You see all the gray jerseys there, all the Florida defenders that could have come away with the ball. At the very least, a tip pass away. They don't come away with it. King comes away with the catch.
That's a dime from Dave Burr as well. Burr has it. 1st and 10. Throws again in his direction. That's a catch and a 1st down one more time. What an effort from the receiving core. DR Sim, his 2nd catch of the drive.
Hey, Chris, listen, we mentioned it just a moment ago. He's got whatever weapons he wants to use. I mean, he's got a plethora of wide receivers and tight ends and running backs. I mean, and he's just putting them on display right now.
He's been so good in the 2nd half. He's going to try to find another one here, 1st and 10. Throws right side, puts Wells in the open field. That is a huge open field tackle as well. Gets about to the 17. They'll say the 18, no further than that. That was McCool on the catch and try for the stiff arm.
Yeah, McCool, they're getting the 2 yards there, but this Florida defense wasn't having any more of that. They're tired of them making those plays on the post routes and on those little screen plays. Let's see what they do here on 2nd and 8.
And we've seen this formation before. More Joker split pair in the split back. Thrown, and the play on the out is a catch. 1st and goal for Houston as they continue to move the ball. They are close to getting into the end zone and possibly tying this game. Talon Steele, his first catch.
Yeah, Dave Bird needs to buy Talon Steele Rolex or something after that play, because that should have been an interception going the other way. He just snatched the ball away from the defender on that play and got a first down.
That catch was definitely on time, pun intended for the Rolex comment. 4-3 look. Handoff through the middle. GP can't break the tackle. He'll get 2. Down to the 7 they go.
Yeah, but Chris is using that strength, using that lower body strength, showing those squats are doing something, and those lunges are doing something in the weight room there, but getting a few yards on that last play.
Offside eye look. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd and goal. Handoff Wells again. He's got some more room to run this time, and he's in. That's a touchdown for Houston, and they're 1 extra point away from tying it up.
Yeah, and it didn't do Florida's defense any favors there. They came out with only 3 defensive linemen, and Houston comes out with as many offensive linemen as they need, along with having one of the best running backs that we have in the SFL. Just a great play, great drive there from Houston, exactly what they needed. And it seems like they're doing that. When they need points, when they need big drives, they're getting them and they're putting points on the board.
Caps off an 11-play, 73-yard drive. That is fantastic from Houston at that point. Here we go. Kick up and on the way. It is up and it is through, and we are deadlocked at 24 apiece. If you picked the over, well, you might be in some trouble. You're close. But if you are a Florida fan, for Florida Storm were favored in this game at home, but it was not a very high favoring. See if Houston can upset the spread.
Chris, how fun is this, man? 24-24, Houston versus Florida, 4th quarter.
Yeah.
We're fortunate, man. We're fortunate.
Very, very good game. Yeah, it's been a nice competitive one, to say the least. That is going to be a return out to about the 24-yard line. They'll give them the 25 from Vandalay. Now it's Florida's turn. Ron Cochran and company trying to adjust themselves back into their rhythm. And it's update in San Diego. An unreal, unanswered 12 points from Atlanta has given them a 1-point lead in the 4th quarter. A couple of really competitive games going on late in their respective calls. Looks to throw right side. Oh, that was nearly intercepted, and it would have been a pick 6 in every other scenario.
That is the 2nd or 3rd time on that out route. Zed Markov has been there to make a play. The only thing that I'm sure this Houston faithful and Houston coaching staff, would want him to do otherwise is put 2 hands on the ball and come down with it.
Offset eye. Florida trying to find something that works here. 4-3 look from Houston. In the pocket, thrown deep right side, tipped and incomplete. Houston makes the play defensively. It's Kai Cash out there jumping in front of that football.
And this is not what Florida needs at all. You do not want to just rely on throwing the ball at whim, and just hoping rather than actually knowing, rather than actually having some sort of a plan. Right now, it just seems like they're wishing whenever they're throwing these passes.
Here comes a gun straight look from Cochran, trying to make something happen. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw deep right side again. That one is incomplete. More good efforts by the secondary. Stephen Bush, your intended target. It'll be a 3 and out from Florida, and they will kick it away.
That's going to go down as one of the biggest plays of this game. Kai Cash made sure Stephen Bush didn't come down with the ball there. And it probably won't be a play that's talked about. If Houston ends up winning this game, they need to remember that play because Stephen Bush should have caught that ball. But because Kai Cash hit him, he wasn't able to.
2 straight defensive plays by Kai Cash make the difference on that drive. Punt upcoming, and it's nearly blocked, but they do get it away. Greg Corky back deep on the return. He has it, breaks through one tackle, jukes into another tackle, and he's taken down at the 44-yard line. Next weekend on Next Level Sports, coverage of the Simulation Football League continues Saturday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern in the South, with the Houston Headhunters squaring off against the Lone Star Glory. Sunday at 8:45, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Portland Fleet meet in a Pacific Division clash. Live look-ins will feature Atlanta, Fort Worth, and Canton Motor City. For a channel guide and more info about NXT, visit NLSE.com. Dave Burr backs up, throws left side, caught DR Sim territory, and he will have a 7-yard completion for his 5th catch.
And that's really just been the been the difference here between these two teams, at least here in the fourth quarter. It seems like Houston has an actual plan in terms of, all right, this is how we're going to get the ball down the field. We're not just going to throw the ball and hope that our wide receivers catch it. We're going to set them up to actually be open on these passes.
Split backs again. We've seen this play on a number of occasions. They've passed out of it most times. They will again here. Throw, left side, caught. First down, Houston moving the ball. They are threatening to take this lead, and you almost feel this game slipping away from the Florida Storm here as Talon Steele brings that in.
Yeah, and that's another example, Chris, of what I mean. I mean, you saw in that play, Talon Steele just pushes the defender back 5 yards and then immediately cuts outside and catches the ball. That was a great job.
In the gun. Looks to throw it. Plenty of time throwing short. That is caught. 7-yard completion. They'll say 6. 2nd and 4. More good effort from Dave Burr as he is really utilizing every target he has right now.
Yeah, he is. And back-to-back plays, they're going to Talon Steele. You know, and I don't blame him, man. We haven't talked about the size of Talon Steele. 6'7", 243 pounds, first season here in Houston. I mean, it's going to be really hard for any defender to be able to stop him from getting the ball if Dave Burr decides to get it to him.
One of the more sure hands in the tight end position, even with that size. He doesn't move very well, but when he catches it, he does not give it up. Heavy set. J.P. Wells has it on the handoff. He's going to be short of the first down. 3rd and 1 coming up here. This is a massive 3rd down.
Oh, man, is it a massive first down? Third down, excuse me. I couldn't agree more there. It's a great tackle there from this Florida defense, but they need to make a play here to keep them from getting more yards and keep this drive alive.
Storm need a hero here on defense. Got to make this stop. Otherwise, Houston continues this drive. G.P. Wells, handoff, first down. He's got the first, and he moves the chains again to get him closer to field goal range. How about it? 1st and 10, and Houston does have the wherewithal to get the yardage necessary now at the 30-yard line. They're in a split backs, and Florida's into some trouble. Throws short, caught inside slant, and that is second and 3 after a 7-yard completion, and another good ball for DR Simmons' 6th catch. 2nd and 3. They take more time off of this clock. McCool formation left. G.P. Wells formation right in the split. Burr looks to throw. Throws left side, tipped and incomplete. Real good defensive play. Secondary gets there. It's Evan Carroll who comes up to put a hand on it.
Yeah, and they've run that out route a few times here, and I think the Florida defense just kind of picked up on it. Whether it's an out route or whether it's a screen play, they're kind of picking up on what Houston's doing here, and there Evan Carroll just made the play.
DR Sim lining up top of your screen. He's a man to watch down here, as is Mike St. Green opposite him. G.P. Wells is in the backfield. 4-3 look from Florida. Burr throws for St. Green. Caught. That's a touchdown. Mike St. Green gives Houston the lead in the late going.
Chris, that was an unbelievable pass there from Dave Burr. Let's watch this replay here. Mike St. Green runs a beautiful little go route there. I mean, runs right past Ryan Davison, which isn't the easiest thing in the world to do.
No.
But when you've got speed like Mike St. Green does, I mean, there's not a whole lot of defenders that can keep up with him anyway. But you got to have the quarterback to be able to get the ball to him there. And Dave Burr put the ball exactly where it needed to be when it needed to be there. Great pass, touchdown, Houston.
Houston was down as many as 11 points in the second quarter, and they just never gave up. Entered a seesaw battle with Florida in this second half. Slow-moving extra point gets up, and it is through from Sonny J, and it's a 7-point spread here with not much time left in it, as the Storm, with their backs up against the wall, just shy of 3 minutes to go in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, and again, I have to go back to that play that was made by Kai Cash. I mean, back-to-back plays.
Yeah.
But that last play on third down to keep Stephen Bush from catching and coming down with that football and forcing him to punt the ball, that allowed them to have that drive.
From his own end zone. Bringing it out, Art Vandelay. He's going to try to work the outside. Stiff arm given, but not past 3. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Next level sports coverage of the SFL continues tonight when the on-fire Indianapolis Ramblers meet the DC Dragons, winners of 5 straight. Kickoff at 8:45 Eastern with live look-ins from Motor City, Los Angeles. For a channel guide, more info about NXT, visit NLSE.com. There's a look at Kai Cash. He's lined up opposite Stephen Bush at the top of your screen. Looking to throw. Throws. Finds Stephen Bush inside. Post route. Gets a first down and more as they get him out to the 42-yard line.
That was just a nasty route ran by Stephen Bush there. Watch this replay. Kai Cash is there. He's there until he's not.
Right.
I mean, whenever he ran that post route, he stuck that right foot in the ground and immediately shifted his momentum to the middle of the field, and he was wide open. And a great pass there from Ron Cochran finding him in the open field.
And Houston wants to test the mettle of the Hall of Famer Ron Cochran. He is more than happy to reciprocate. Bullet Boletsky through the middle, and Charlie Boletsky has himself 6 yards, no huddle taken here as we hit the 3-minute mark just about in this fourth quarter. Power eye look. Cochran throws left side towards the sideline, and that is incomplete as Minson can't keep it in bounds.
Yeah, and he did that earlier in the game, if you remember, that same play, that play action, but he's holding the ball a little bit too long. They're going to challenge it and see if he got a foot in bounds.
It is only a 1-foot decision here. We'll see what the replay has for our 62 and company. This becomes a pretty big first down if they get it. And I think this is where we'll probably see, looking for a real nice angle. That looks like a foot into me. Does he have possession is the question.
Yeah, that's going to be really close, Chris. Let's see what they decide.
The pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior.
They will say it is complete. That's a first down for Florida and a huge decision from our 62 to change the fabric of this football game, and I think it's the right call.
Yeah, so forget what I just said about him holding the ball. He held the ball just the amount of time that he needed to, Chris, on that play. Was able to drag that toe drag swag, and they got the first down.
Does that stop Florida's momentum, though, is the question. In the gun. Cochran to throw. Right side, caught. One-handed spinning grab from Boletsky. He's going to have it after a 8-yard completion. 2nd and 2, and they're into Houston territory.
And you can feel it, Chris. You can feel the momentum now on the side of Florida. They've had a few great plays, really, on this drive, and they are definitely driving.
They are. Good stuff. Handoff. Boletsky going to try to find the hole on the outside. He is going to be short of the first down. Not their biggest concern at the moment, but it is 3rd and inches. They have 2 plays to get there.
Yeah, Jason Peace, albeit very young, he is very, very talented, and he shows that talent there, keeping Bullet from getting the first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and inches.
They're going to give us an offset eye look. That is a handoff to Doyle, and he will have the first down. Clutch fullback run from J.W. Doyle, and Florida's in business with a new set.
So close, but got what he needed. First down.
2-minute warning is upon us, and Florida's driving, trying to tie this football game up. 31-24 Houston at the moment. It's the Simulation Football League on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Here we go. Offset eye, 1st and 10. In field goal range, but I don't think that matters at this point. Cochran, handoff, Boletsky, cuts it back inside, breaks through a tackle and dragging a defender 3 more yards. He's going to have it 2nd and 2, an 8-yard run for Boletsky.
Yeah, Chris, there was a time early on in the ball game whenever Bullock cut it back inside and really didn't need to. On that play, he needed to, and that's exactly what he did, and enabled himself to get a few more yards on that play.
On the 26-yard line. Handoff, taken down. Boletsky gets hit by 3 headhunters right there. Timeout taken by Florida to stop the clock.
Yeah, there were a plethora of defensive players there from the Houston Headhunters, led by Isabella Blackwell, getting to Boletsky in the backfield there. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 5. No Bullet on the field. Let's see what they're going to do on this play.
Gun straight look. The Hall of Famer's looking to make a play. Ron Cochran in the gun by himself. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Over the middle. He's got a catch. First down and more.
Pass.
Out to the 14-yard line. They'll give him the 13, and Florida's in the red zone.
I mentioned it earlier in the ball game, Chris. Houston has been playing a ton of man and a ton of bump coverage. On that play, it actually cost him, and he was able to get wide open, or not wide open, but open enough for Ron Cochran to find him.
That's the 2nd catch for Veridin Zarkov, the tight end. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Cochran takes the snap. It is caught. Not for very much. They'll say 2 yards, and they'll run a no huddle. 48 seconds left on the clock. Cochran looks, throws, left side. That is incomplete. May have been intercepted. Corey Menner in the area, but he can't bring it in.
If you're Ron Cochran, you cannot make that pass, Chris. I mean, Corey Menner gets 2 hands on the ball, and there's no question about it. If that happens again, he's going to come down with the interception. I mean, his head gets around. He gets 2 hands on the ball. He easily could have gotten that interception, and we're talking about ball game over. Congratulations, Houston. That was very, very fortunate for Florida on that play.
Florida trying to get to 4 and 3. Houston trying to get to 5 and 2. Keep pace with Mexico City. Gun straight look for Cochran. Looking to throw. Throws. Needs it. Got it. That's a touchdown. Florida's an extra point away from tying this football game up. It's Art Vandelay.
And that is why when you get 2 hands on the ball, you want to come down with it. You give Florida another chance at putting points on the board, that's what's going to happen. Look at this out route there. Nobody near him.
Yep.
Nobody near him. Art Vandelay catches the ball. Ron Cochran puts the ball exactly where it needs to be. The one thing I will say, though, Chris, Houston has 3 timeouts with 40 seconds left.
We've seen a plethora of OT games in the SFL over the last couple of weeks. We could see another if things go that way. Got less than a minute to decide if that's where we go. Kick it up is up and on the way from Ethan Sneed, and that gives us a 31-all ball game in what is turning into one of the better games in the SFL this season. Houston and Florida, always entertaining when these two get together, and more so tonight with 2 teams that are pretty close in talent and pretty close in record. Back deep for the return is Greg Corky. He's made a couple of decent returns so far. See what he has from his own 2. Through the middle. Juke move, and he gets absolutely speared at the 25-yard line. They're going to give him the 27 on forward progress, and that's where Dave Burr will start this drive.
One juke a little bit too many there as he gets obliterated there from number 86 from Florida. But here we go. 35 seconds left. 3 timeouts. Houston has the ball. Let's see what they decide to do here, Chris.
How about this? 26 total appearances, matchups between these 2 teams in their different iterations. And it is 14-12 Houston entering this game. That's how even it is. That's going to be out to GP. GP in trouble. He's going to get taken down behind the line. The Storm found him, and he is down after a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, there were a swarm of Florida players there waiting, almost waiting for them, or maybe even baiting them to pass that screen play there. Maybe because of the formation that it came out, a little bit of a heavy set formation there. But they got no yards on that play at all.
Bar formation look from Dave Burr. Still relatively young in his quarterback career. He calls something at the line. He sees something. He's going to try to make it happen. Throwing right side.
No.
Oh, nearly intercepted again. Man, oh man. They get closer every single time. Corky, your intended target, it hits the ground.
You're talking about baiting the quarterback. Ryan Davidson was watching the quarterback's eyes the entire time, just waiting for him to throw that out route. As soon as he made that audible, Ryan Davidson knew exactly where he was audibling to. Now the thing about it is it's third down. The time has stopped.
It has. That incomplete pass does stop the clock. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Florida crowd getting loud. Burr over the left side. That's picked off. Oh, it's a dangerous ball and it's picked off. Florida may be able to make something out of this. They still have 2 timeouts.
Wow. What a play from the Florida defensive player, Evan Carroll, stepping in front of the wide receiver, getting the interception, already in Houston territory, the 38-yard line, and they have 2 timeouts with 22 seconds left. Oh, now, Dave Burr, you cannot make that pass.
Now you got to look at the sideline and look at the warming up. Ethan Snead. Gun straight look for Cochran. Got to get into Ethan Snead territory for a possible game winner. Looking to throw. Cochran thrown and incomplete. Overthrew his target on the inside run. It's Zarkov who tried to bring that one in. Didn't happen. 2nd and 10.
And Chris, to be honest with you, I think they're even now because I think Jason Peach just got away with a little bit of pass interference on that last play. Florida got away with one earlier. Houston gets away with one there.
Okay, so here we go. It would be a 54-yarder from this spot. They don't really want to utilize a 54-yard field goal if they can help it, but they will. Split backs. Cochran thrown over the middle. That one's picked off. No way. Back the other way. Houston gets the ball back, and we're back and forth again. Florida just threw away a possible game-winning field goal attempt.
Chris, they only needed a few yards, just a few yards to be able to roll out their kicker, Ethan Snead, to give them a chance to win this ball game. Unfortunately, they give the ball back to Houston. Wow.
You have to question the decision-making there as well from Florida. Why not run the ball with Boletsky there? It now sets up a gun straight look for Houston, and we could be right on the throes of an OT. Burr backs it up, looks in trouble. He's going to get taken down, and Florida's defensive line will get home. Houston takes the timeout.
Yeah, and honestly, Chris, if I'm Houston, I wouldn't even call a timeout here. Yeah, I think I would just kind of take it as, all right, they've stopped us. We're at our own 30-yard line. We only got 9 seconds left. Let's take this game into overtime. But Houston doesn't want to hear any of that.
No, they don't. They do not at all. Empty set shotgun look. Has the football, looks to throw, deep left side, tipped, and incomplete. Nothing doing. And that is going to get us with 4 seconds left in this fourth quarter. One last play before OT.
So dangerous. So dangerous there, Chris. Adrian Blaine, again, one of the better defensive backs in the SFL. She had 2 hands on the ball and could have come down with that interception. 3rd and 17 here for Houston.
Florida's crowd getting loud one more time. One more empty set shotgun look for Houston. What a game. Burr looks in trouble, taken down one more time, and that is going to end the other. It's not going to end it. 1 second left on the clock, and Houston calls their final timeout of the quarter.
I'm kind of baffled right now. Not sure why you would call a timeout with a 4th and 25 at your own 21. Less Dave Burr. I mean, listen, he's 6'7", 222 pounds. Maybe he has, one of the strongest arms we've ever seen in any level of football. But well, they're gonna punt it here.
I mean, okay. I mean, you eliminate a lot of variables with the punt. One would think, and they'll at least get the tackle to stop any chance of any miracle in Fort Lauderdale, as that will get us to OT. So yeah, interesting decision making on the punt, but I mean, ultimately try to control the controllables, and that's what they did. 31-all at the end of the fourth quarter. We have free football on the way in Fort Lauderdale. Coin toss, always big in these OTs. see who gets the ball first. And it is the Storm. Florida and Ron Cochran, the Hall of Famer, will get first crack at the football for OT. Here we go. Rules are as simple as this. 2 timeouts each side. First points, no matter the way they get them, wins the football game. Ball is on the tee. Art Vandelay back deep for the return, and we are underway in this overtime period. From his own 2, it's Vandelay. Out to the 20, right through the middle at the 20, and he will get taken down there at the 22-yard line. So Ron Cochran coming back out, trying to make something happen for his squad. He's been in this situation before. He knows how to win these tight games, and he knows Houston particularly well.
Yeah, Chris, and this is where experience starts to shine here in these moments.
See where they go. Single left formation, handoff, Boletsky. He's going to try to cut the outside, spin past one. He tries to break another one, and he's going to get taken down at just about the 39-yard line. Wow, the 40 is what they'll give him. First down for Florida.
Touchdown saving tackle there from Josh Rowe. Bullet Boletsky wanted to end this game on the first play of overtime there. If it wasn't for Josh Rowe, this game would be over. Great tackle, but even better run there from Bullet Boletsky.
1st and 10. Houston's defense now needs a hero. Power-eyed look from Florida. Handoff through the middle. That's Boletsky. Spin past one. He will get into the second level. Gets 6 more yards. They'll say 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, and what I'm noticing here is it seems like Bullet's had enough of this. I mean, he's had enough of this game, man. He's doing everything he can to hurry this thing up and get Florida the win.
Taking a look at Keenan Samuels. If they lose this game, it will be on no small effort on his part. It'll be a run for Boletsky. He has the first down, drags a defender 3 or 4 more yards, and gets taken down finally. 1st and 10 in Houston territory as he moves the chains.
Yeah, and it took both linebackers, Jason Peace there and Keenan Samuels, to bring him down. Otherwise, he's still dragging defenders maybe 5 or 10 more yards down the field.
Single left again. 4-3 look from Houston. Handoff Boletsky. Why not? Another spin move attempt. He'll get 5 more yards. Why not continue to feed the beast in Bullet Boletsky if he's going to continue to get yards like that?
Yeah, I mean, keep giving it to him. You got Poirier, you got Wade, you got McDanielson on that offensive line that are going to continue to open up holes for him, and that's what they've been doing here in overtime.
They need another 10 yards likely to get into comfortable field goal range for Ethan Snee. Handoff, left side. This time he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. What a play defensively from Houston. We said they needed a play. They got one there from Keenan Samuels.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time before Keenan Samuels was going to find him in the backfield, but I do believe that a little bit of fatigue started to play a factor there for Bullet Boletsky, not running as fast as he did on those first 2 plays. And now he's out of the game.
Bunch right formation. He's out due to fatigue. You're right. 3rd and medium. Now it's on Cochran. Looking to throw it over the right side. It's picked off. No way. Houston gets the play they needed. And back the other way go the Headhunters.
A first time calling Dedrick Law, and Dedrick Law makes the play that needs to be made here in overtime to stop this drive. Florida was getting pretty much what they wanted for the most part there on that drive. But number 31 from Houston had enough of it. Great interception there. 31-31, and number 31 makes the play.
Split backs, Joker's flip pair for Houston. First play in OT. Oh, in trouble, and Dave Burr's going to get taken down. Not ideal. They're going to lose 3, or they're going to lose more than that. They're going to lose 7 on that. And Alex Dominguez comes up to make the stop.
Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't the Hall of Famer make a play here in overtime when it's needed, right? I mean, Alex Dominguez has seen plenty of quarterbacks on the ground with him standing over him over the last 12 seasons.
Yeah, there's a laundry list of very good SFL quarterback names. Burr in the gun. 2 with him. Looks it, throws on the short and the flats. GP Wells can't go anywhere with it. And it'll be 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 coming up here as they may be forced to punt depending on how this goes, but they need a long play here. Houston needs a hero.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm, I don't think I would take too many chances here. I may just run the ball. Well, it doesn't look like they're going to run it all. They got 5 wide receivers on the field.
They do. 3rd and 15. Here we go. Houston needs a play. Burr trying to make it. Looks, throws, deep over the middle, and a one-handed grab. Unreal. At the 39-yard line, it's Mike St. Green with likely the catch of the year candidate.
Chris, I love being up here in the booth with you, but this is the reason why I am, because, I say don't take chances. They take a chance, and Mike St. Green comes down with a beautiful one-hand catch when they need it here in overtime. 7 catches for Mike St. Green, 142 yards. Wow.
And here we go. 1st and 10. Houston, they're not in field goal range yet. They can't celebrate just yet. GP Wells trying to make a play, cuts it back inside, and he's going to have a 5-yard reception. 2nd and 5. Easily one of the best games of the regular season so far in the SFL. And with plays like that, it's just ticking up and up the all-time rankings in this OT.
Yeah, absolutely.
2nd and 5. Handoff. Wells again through the middle. He's going to be short of the 1st down. This makes this a massive 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, you said that. I couldn't say it any better. I mean, yeah, it is a huge 3rd and 2. Now, granted, they're in decent yardage to actually trot out Sonny J, but I'm sure they want to get more yardage just to be sure.
Yeah, they could not get the 3rd down here and probably be comfortable. 4th and 3 defense. Offset eye look. The weak eye. Handoff Wells to the outside. Has a 1st down. And he's going to get inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. GP Wells knocked down there. And they have a new set of downs. The clock continues to tick away, but I think it's become a non-factor at this point.
Completely agree there, Chris. Huge 1st down there from Houston. Not what they needed at all from Florida. Now, just play it safe. Get the ball to GP Wells and win the football game.
Yep, that's exactly what is necessary at this point. That is going to be a throw over the middle. It's caught down at the 7-yard line. A gamble there pays off, and it's Mike St. Green one more time.
Yeah, actually, that was the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Yeah, DR Sims there. And again, maybe I just need to stop trying to tell this team what to do. I mean, they've won 4 games out of 6 for a reason, and they've got one of the best up-and-coming quarterbacks. 1-time All-Star, 3 seasons in the SFL. Dave Burr is just putting on a clinic, and now Sonny J is going to try to end it.
Yeah, Damon Simeon has seen enough. He trots out his kicker to try to end this football game. 24-yard chip shot, left hash, right-footed kicker to win the game. To send Houston to 5-2. Snap good, hold good, kick on the way. It is up, and it is through. Game, set, match. Houston wins by 3 over their rival, the Florida Storm, in an absolute classic.
Incredible game, Chris. Incredible game that we were able to just witness. I mean, and again, I've said it ad nauseum. It was Houston. It was Florida. These 2 teams, some of the most balanced teams, some of the most alike teams, really, that we've seen in the SFL, but all the history, all the Hall of Famers, all the All-Stars, and they put on an absolute show for all of us. If you're wondering why we're fans of this league, if you're wondering why we're fans of the SFL, here you go. Watch this tape over and over and over again. This is why. Houston, all credit goes to them for what they were able to do here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Listen, it is not the easiest thing in the world. It's not easy at all to come into Florida and get a victory. It isn't easy to play against Florida anywhere on planet Earth and get a victory. But Houston was able to come in here, and they were able to come away with 3 interceptions. This defense got 3 interceptions from Ron Cochran. Okay, they were able to get 388 yards passing from Dave Burr. He had an incredible game, and this, I can't say enough. I can't say enough about what this team was able to do, the moxie that they played with. Now, granted, they came away with the victory. Florida played an incredible game as well. The biggest thing that hurt them is what I just mentioned a second ago. Those 3 interceptions from Ron Cochran. Some of those passes that he made against his defense, whenever Houston came out in the man coverage, whenever they came out in bump coverage, some of those passes that Ron Cochran made, like that one there, we see him throwing an interception to Josh Rowe. I mean, some of those passes just weren't necessary. You know, I know he trusts his talent, he trusts his arm talent because he's been in this league for so long, but some of those passes just weren't necessary. And I believe in this situation, it ended up costing them the game.
Yeah, I completely agree. But I mean, ultimately, Houston did what great teams do. They found a way to win when the chips were on the table. And that was a huge credit to Dave Burr, huge credit to Mike St. Green, who came up clutch in that fourth quarter. That was a crazy good one-handed catch that had them in business. Your player of the game is well-deserved. Mike St. Green, 7 receptions, $142, and a couple of scores. That is a heck of an effort from the newcomer to the Houston lineup. That said, for Jay Hayden, for Delaney Nash, Rochelle Colston on stats, and Cameron Irvine, our producer and commissioner, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Houston wins by 3, 34-31. Stay tuned to Next Level Sports for Indianapolis, DC in just a few minutes' time. Thank you, everybody, and good night.